Yeah, hi. This is just a video I wanted to do because I see this all too often, and it's just getting fucking annoying. And if people see it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. I don't really give two flying shits. The article that I'm reading is on the CBC, and it's Scientists Seek 3D Video Future is the headline. Three-dimensional holographic video could be in your living room within a decade, according to a team of American scientists who say they've taken the futuristic technology a big step further. The whole "help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope" is like even the picture that they have to go with it. Now, every time that you have an article on the CBC, is what I read a lot, or anywhere though, like you go everywhere and there's like something about technology, something about research, you always have to have some fucknut that has to go on there and write to everyone, there's starving children on the planet, how dare they? How dare they what? How dare they spend some small amount of money, relatively compared to what's going on in the world, to try and advance technology? As you sit there on your fucking computer typing it. Like, it's fucking sickening. Such as on this particular article, somebody under the name United Hackers Association. I don't know if they're just trying to be sarcastic, I don't think so, but because the hacker thing makes you think that they would be kind of pro-technology. But anyways, they wrote, people starving on the earth, and they're worried about 3D TV, which and always shall be a fad. That's exactly people starving on earth, and they are worried about 3D TV, which and shall always be a fad. Fuck you. I mean, it's unrelated. So this is just what I wrote as a response to that, and every other person that always has to fucking interject with that thing, like as if we're not supposed to be learning anymore until everyone's fed, and scientific advancement and education and exploration is the direct reason why there are people fucking starving on the planet. So this is what I wrote for my response. Every time there is an article on scientific exploration, research, or developing a new technology, there is always somebody who insists that it is unnecessary because there are people starving somewhere on the planet. I am sorry there are people suffering on the planet, but cutting off scientific research / advancement is in no way a solution to this issue. In fact, it is the opposite of what should be done. First off, saying this every single time an article such as this appears on the CBC or any other website does not accomplish anything beyond making you feel superior, as misguided as that is. This is my video response. I don't feel fucking superior for this. I just had to fucking say it, and I'm not meaning to talk down to the camera. It's just how I've got my phone set on my computer so I can read this. Second, the amount of money going into scientific research such as this is nothing compared to military spending. In the United States, their military spending is as much as all of their other spending. Their military spending is as much as all of the other militaries in the world combined. That's the obvious come back to that sort of statement, that the starving children, how dare they spend this on this scientific research, and the obvious thing is military, but it's fucking true. And how much do you think that this scientific team is really spending trying to develop this technology? But they're starving children. I'm sorry, but there's so many other things on the earth, so many other things going on that are directly related to causing the starvation and causing the suffering. But every time it has something to do with advancement of technology or trying to learn or anything like that, you act like it's the direct cause, and it is the worst thing on the fucking planet to do. Third, what is wrong with humanity trying to learn and improve itself? Yes, even though this 3D technology may not seem very useful to you personally, there is a potential for many practical, life-saving ways to apply this. Long-distance medical consultation / surgery, that sort of thing. That's the obvious thing to point out as well. Excuse me. Pointing out the obvious in related, talking about the people that always have to type, how dare they do it, pointing out the obvious that is completely unrelated to the article at hand is obviously stupid. So why not take that time that you are to sign into your computer, sign into that whatever website that you have to say this every fucking time there's an article about some little technology advancement, every fucking time you have one person at least, and then all their little other sheep that want to follow them and agree with them, that it's wrong. Why don't you take that fucking time to go to some website and donate some small amount of money, any amount of money, to an organization that is going to help alleviate the pain and the suffering of these people that you keep having to interject and throw up into our faces every time there's something that's, maybe even a little bit of fun. 3D holographic technology, that might be fun. There's going to be a lot of good applications for it. So instead of you bitching about it, why don't you do something about the problem? Why don't you donate money? I agree, it is horrible that humans are left suffering on a daily basis. It is why I protested the invasion of Iraq. I donated money to Haiti. I did whatever I could with the time I had to do and with whatever amount of money I could afford. There are other endeavors funded by government and corporations that are more directly responsible for these situations than a group studying to make holographs a reality. Why don't you look at companies that are like diamond miners and stuff like that trade on the TSA because we don't have as strict environmental impact laws as the United States, and they go in and you get an indigenous peoples being thrown off their lands because some company trading through Canada paid the puppet government for the land. And now those people are gone, now they're homeless and being put out. Oh no, let's not talk about that, and let's not talk about, all of the unjust wars and all these other things. A small group of scientists developing holographic technology. Let's focus in on those fuckers because they're obviously the reason why this shit's going down. So I ended my post. So please, give it a rest, I beg of you. You're my only hope.